The new technologies created in the 20th century, photography and cinema, transformed all artistic manifestation. Now, the 21st century brings a new technological transformative element: artificial intelligence. Easy to use, available to everyone, that creates photos, pictures, videos, and anything from a written text. This can be as realistic as images created by the camera, or with an artistic style that imitates the greatest painter of history. Many people qualify this intelligence as something positive for art. But what do the artists of this century think about it? Is artificial intelligence a tool for artistic creation, or a weapon for the destruction of art as we know it? Hello, my name is Angela Sauceda. I am a visual artist, and today I want to bring some light on this very sensitive topic. But first, we must understand how artificial intelligence works in artistic production. AI words are not created out from nothing. They are based on a combination of words and pre-existing conditions that humans initially create. What the AIs do is collect an infinite number of images with their corresponding description. The AI neural network is trained so that it decodes what is in each image. All of this fits into a system known as generative adversarial network, a multidimensional space where an infinite number of connections are created. One part of the system generates new images, based on the images that fit them. Another part of the system determines if those images are successful, rather than if they align with the previous ones. In other words, the AIs try to create images that adjust to established historical canon, creating images that historically be considered art. So, can we say that works created with artificial intelligence are real art?
¿Pueden ser consideradas las obras creadas a través de inteligencia artificial obras de arte como tal, o solamente imágenes bonitas que pues no van más allá de lo estético, de la experiencia estética?
Yo creo que no pasa más de ser obras bonitas, porque no hay algo creado, no hay nada, no hay algo creativo realmente que la persona que ha puesto en la computadora las palabras que ha deseado, no hay algo que nazca realmente. O sea, como uno cuando pinta, digamos, está pintando un árbol, digo, oh, pero aquí puede ir una hoja de esta forma, o puede ir un pajarito por aquí, o puede ir así. Entonces, de la mente, nosotros podemos crear muchas cosas, pero de lo artificial ya no, porque solo le da lo que pone. Digamos, no le puede poner usted, quiero un árbol en sí, quiero un pajarito en tal exactamente en qué lugar del árbol. No se lo va a dar en artificial, sino porque solo le da lo que usted pide. Entonces, diferencia de nosotros, ¿no? Que artista que podemos ponerle donde querramos y ahí.
Sí.
Entonces no pasa de ser una imagen bonita.
Walter, ¿crees que podrías darnos tu opinión acerca de este punto?
De que los elementos tecnológicos a uno le benefician y le apuran y le ayudan a agilizar el proceso de la creación de una obra, yo he sido escéptico en el hecho de decir, no es arte. Estaré desfasado, estaré descontinuado en las cuestiones tecnológicas, pero si la tecnología va a resolver lo que yo podría crear y lo que yo podría ganarme un atributo o ganarme la alabanza por la creación de una buena obra, si lo va a hacer la máquina, entonces dejaría de ser Walter el creador de esa obra.
¿Y tú qué piensas, Dania? ¿Son obras de arte o solamente un placer estético?
Tener un valor estético por el auge del momento. Pero como obra artística...
This is a point shared by many artists, art critics, and people involved in the artistic world. Volker Bollen, author of The Creative Power of Machines, considers that a painting produced by robot is simply an imitation of art and creativity. Programming machines had no will of their own to be created. Marcus Gabriel also dealt with the consequences of AI in his most recent publication, The Meaning of Soul, in 2018. He thinks it's a mistake to consider a painting created by robots as art. Works of art are only the result of autonomous individuals. The art cannot be copied and is radically unique. But what do the general public and other artists around the world think? A 2018 report from Rutgers University Artificial Intelligence and Art Laboratory revealed that the general public is not only ready for AI-generated art, but also prefer them. This is something that doesn't surprise us. After all, AI-generated art are building over historical works that we already consider art. In addition, there are some artists who see advantages in the use of AI, such as the artist Rabaha KK, who travels between India and the United States and uses artificial intelligence on his work. According to him, those who say that this type of work is not art basically have a very materialistic point of view of art. For him, art is a transcendental experience. Proponents of the use of AI in art say that AI is democratizing art, so in terms of traditional expressions, you need to have money to buy the materials, time, and skill, something that only a few people can do. However, this point also has its opponent. For example, the art historian and expert in artificial intelligence, Emily L. Spratt, who says that technology companies present their tool as a way of liberating art, and this idea of democratization is too simplistic and naive. These tools are above all a way to promote the use of a large internet platform, which of course benefits these companies. Now we know that AI works are based on already existing works. Should we ask, are these works violating the copyrights of traditional artists? Let's see what Catherine Jensen says, a professional illustrator with a degree in visual arts.
I do think AI, as it is right now, is not ethical. Generators like Midjourney and Lens have been trained on datasets that include copyrighted artworks and for which artists in most cases haven't given permission for their work to be included. The generations they make are also used in place of human artists' work to cut costs. However, I think there is a possibility for an ethical future in AI. If laws to protect creators can be properly created and enforced, AI can become just one facet of the art world instead of the replacement threat many artists fear as.
Melinda Wan, curator and art advisor, said that while many have a dystopian view of AI-generated art removing the human element from creativity, I believe AI could be a powerful tool and medium for artists. I hope AI can go further of impersonation and that artists can explore these datasets to increase their ideas. Use technology to do what they cannot do with paint and canvas, and perhaps create a new movement of 21st century. Right now, we see that for some artists, AI has a potential for ethical creation. If we learn how to protect the rights of human artists. Now, let's see what other artists think.
Sí, sí se violentaría. Creo que habría que transformar los derechos de autor y las leyes a nivel internacional.
Posiblemente.
Posiblemente.
Pero como leía, no da exactamente a la pintura real del artista, sino que sí le toma muchos elementos identificables para el artista que la creó. Pero como ya la pintura ya no es exactamente la misma, entonces posiblemente el artista que lo creó pierda su legato, digamos, ahí.
Okay.
In fact, this seems to be an opinion shared by many artists. To clarify it, I carried out a survey where more than 69% of artists believe that AI do violate the copyrights of living artists. But can artists who generate works with AI say that these works are their own and therefore may be subject to copyright to avoid plagiarism? Since considering a work generated with the use of AI as own or not is merely individual, we cannot say too much about it. However, we can establish that according to the copyright laws, ideas are not subject to copyrights, but rather to the formal expression of the idea, which means that it's valid only if it is in a visible support. This leaves AI-generated words in a kind of limbo. However, the words on which the AI are based are protected by copyrights. Now, let's see another point in which the use of AI generates controversy. Art contests. The validity of these AI-generated words in an art competition is in constantly debate. AI has come a long way in recent years and can now produce works that can be considered creative. However, as we will see, there are different perspectives on whether this work should win a competition, as Dania Navas, a Honduran artist, expressed it to us.
Yo creo que depende de las reglas ahí, pero sí para los que trabajan duro en crear algo con sus manos y con el cerebro y dedicando muchas horas de trabajo, creo que es injusto. Cae como en un tema de injusticia más que de validez, ¿verdad? Porque es premiar al mínimo esfuerzo y entonces, ¿dónde está la creatividad humana?
Like her, many argue that the creative process behind this work is different from humans. As the machines follow instructions and patterns set by programmers, according to this perspective, the creativity and subjective intent of human beings are not present. Therefore, they should not be considered on the same level as human works. On the other hand, there are those who argue that AI art can be just as valuable and meaningful. They argue that AI combines patterns and styles in novel ways, which can lead into the creation of interesting and original works of art. Furthermore, they point out that art has always been evolved throughout history, and the inclusion of AI as a creative tool is a simple another manifestation of this evolution. The points exposed above made me reflect. If someone asked me before if the use of AI in art is valid, I would have definitely say no. However, now that answer is not that clear. I think that an artist depending 100% on a machine is not correct, since in reality that could limit the creative process. A machine will never be able to do what you can do. I think that the use of AI should be limited to being a tool that helps to develop part of the work, but not the complete work. The other point is that AI must be regulated first, so that they not violate the rights of the artists who are making art in a traditional way, and who are trying to survive in a really competitive and difficult world. I also agree with the words of Nina Khan, Loki Art Legacy Advisor. She said, although technically AI can produce art that fits in the criteria of traditional painting, color, shape, and composition, it will not replace the human mind that initially created the source code. Finally, I believe that the acceptance of AI works as real art and in a competition, it is not in our hands, but in the future generation, which will have the task of evaluating if we did a good job and the different expressions generated in this century.